Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Xenonauts 2, and last we left off, we had just shot down a alien craft. The first time we've shot one down, the first time we've shot down a manned alien craft. An alien craft? Whatever. We're about to launch here with a couple of shield agents, couple of assaults. Everyone here has rebreathers. We've got our riflemen here using that'll have stun guns as their secondary weapons. Zelensky here will not be carrying a med kit, although Mitchell here will be, although it'll be on his back. And Umeka here doesn't have one of the stun guns because we only have a couple of them right now. I think I might purchase a couple more. And then we've got our grenadier here, Saburo, who's carrying a bunch of has a total of a dozen grenades, 4 of which are high explosives and loaded smoke. The intention here with everyone with the smoke grenades is we're just going to smoke them all out. So let's go ahead and launch. And I'll meet you there when we are on the ground. Our soldiers are approaching the UFO crash site. I implore you to consider the scientific value of the wreckage while eliminating the surviving extraterrestrials. My work is difficult enough without you men carelessly destroying invaluable alien technology. Okay, well, let's begin. We are backed in the corner here. I'm gonna just have you peek just to be certain. We've got a civvy here. And we've got some ruins over here. Huh. You peek this way. Okay. Enemy spotted. Go ahead and take a knee. You 3 can line up here. I'll get Grenadier behind you. And let's get our shotgunners to maintain the intended position behind our shield soldiers. Look at this guy taking actually appropriate cover. Oh, these guys are sounding like someone shot one of the aliens. Oh. Dude, don't just run out there. Yeah, that's what happens when you just run out into the wilderness. Ooh. Okay. So you can't hit from there. I mean, if you take a knee here. Wow. Miss. Why don't you suppress that one? Okay. Can you... Yeah, this is... The angle's too much. I mean, you can throw... there. Start by coming up here. You're still getting a 0% shot from there. So if that's 40. You're still getting a 0% shot there. Okay. You're not gonna get... the angles just aren't good here. I mean, you're very unlikely to hit from there. Okay. I want you to check back here. Yeah, that was a good idea. So you can't crouch. You can come up here, crouch, and still have enough time. Some kind of shot. You're done, you're done. 9 AP is not enough to do anything. I mean, we smoke you, right? What was that? Well, I guess it bounced off the tree. Okay. Come up along here. Let's have you lot try to take out this one. I know there's a little bug over here too. Let's... There we go. There we are. There's the bug. You do not have the time units to make an attack here. Uh, 33. Ooh. Yeah, there's another guy out there. Okay, so we got the kill. I want you... Yeah, there we go. There's another one. And why don't you fall back? So we see the alien across the way. I think I want you to deploy smoke like here. You're done. You can move up in this direction. You're done. You're done. You don't need to be crouched. I think I want you to back up your teammate here. Let's crouch you. Just have you come up here to as backup. The civvy running through the area. Another one behind us. And then you're... I don't actually see an alien over here. One of the little guys, which I expected to. Right? I'm actually gonna have you sit there. Why don't you check your flank? There's the ship. Go ahead and call that your spot. I'm gonna have you... you can't return to cover. Go ahead and call that your spot then. And get you moved up. This is a rock. We're moving everyone into position. Yeah. You're... clearing that side. It looks like there might be someone back here. Maybe back here. Unlikely, most likely here if they are. And then there's the ship. Let's start with moving our shields up. I guess you're paired here. Why don't you come this way? Yeah, there's another hostile. So you have an angle. I mean, theoretically you do, but it's just way too distant. So I guess we're moving everyone we can up. Around this little body of water. And it's too small to be called a lake, yeah? What would you call it? A puddle? A pond. Pond's probably the right word. Let's get you crouched there. And we'll see where that person, what were they called? The bug moves. Oh, there we are. Oh, there goes your shield. Okay. Let's get the likely hit. And then there we go. I think I want to have you come up. How much AP does it take to fire this thing? 36 for an accurate shot. So yeah, that's literally as close as you can and still fire it. I want you to smoke the front of the craft. Let's have you come here and just watch our flank. You can hard run up to this here. And we're all approaching. Someone steps out. I'll get a lung full of smoke. But no one yet. Get everyone where they need to be. And I guess you should probably just be nearby. Call that our turn. Ooh, what are you? And you look like soldier variants. Let's... Oh, I should probably had you reload. You could flashbang this. Why don't you flashbang this one? That's a kill. And then I told you to just pump this full of smoke. Someone else should have a flashbang. Okay, you can't crouch. You can, however, get around here. I guess go ahead. Take your shot. You reload. Come in. chuck another smoke grenade in the corner. Okay, we got one kill on us in there. I think all we have to do is end turn, right? No. Two of those things passed out. So was that worth potentially the life of one of our soldiers? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Sergeant Colin Mitchell, one of our riflemen, did indeed get killed. That was a lethal shot. Awarded for bravery on successfully completed a UFO crash site mission. Recovered. Yeah, we captured Metarch and a Mantid. And 3 out of 5 locals survived. A couple died. We did have another Xenonaut 9. Oh. Millennium Power, observation of Mantid and the Mentarch. Our research is still on combat vehicles. That'll be done soon. Elenium is a yellow crystalline material that sits at the heart of most recovered alien devices. It seems to act like a futuristic battery, storing power at astonishing levels of energy density. A small sample of Elenium holds more energy than hundreds of liters of fuel oil at a fraction of the weight. Yet Elenium is also incredibly stable. It emits no heat nor harmful radiation, and though brittle, it releases no energy when fractured. Indeed, the gentle glow that emanates from its surface is the only hint at the vast power locked within. Such a substance could be transformative for human technology. Indeed, many previously far-fetched ideas, e.g. handheld laser weapons, already seem rather more feasible. However, copious amounts of Elenium will be required to make them a reality, and manufacturing lies well beyond our capabilities. Instead, you must liberate what you can from our fallen foes. The UFO Scout includes a cutter beam, which doesn't seem that threatening. Scout is a small UFO that measures approximately 20 meters from nose to tail and carries only a handful of crew. Though highly advanced, it remains easy prey for our Angel interceptors. The first reason for this is poor maneuverability. The rear thruster array is an extremely efficient ion drive, a form of propulsion that excels when traversing the vacuum of space, but lacks the raw thrust required to change direction quickly in atmosphere. The second is survivability. While the hardened skin of the vessel is impressively tough, it is less than a millimeter thick, nowhere near enough to withstand modern munitions. Indeed, one suspects this armor may be no more than a heat shield intended to protect the vessels during planetary approach. Additionally, while the energy weapon mounted on the Scout is reasonably effective, it does not appear designed specifically for combat. It is fitted with a variety of different beam emitters, few of which seem to have any obvious military application. Indeed, the real problem is such weapons tend to generate a powerful EMP effect when discharged into atmosphere. Humanity's most advanced fighter jets are thus worthless against alien vessels, and whole squadrons liable to simply fall from the sky with their electronics fried should they even attempt to approach one. One therefore suspects the Scout is primarily a scientific vessel, designed under the assumption that the human aircraft pose little threat. Miscalculation, given the primitive vacuum tube avionics of our interceptors are not susceptible to EMP. So our shit's so old that it literally can't be affected by their high-tech weapons. Here's the Mars combat platform. Robotic headlights and crushing weight allows it to crush small things. The mechanical armed reconnaissance system is a remote-controlled armored vehicle small enough to be carried inside a dropship, faster, tougher, and better armed than a soldier. Be worthy addition to our tactical teams. Designed primarily for scouting work, combat highly mobile, advanced in front of his shoulders to sight enemies and draw overwatch fire. Given its strong armor and relatively rugged construction, seemingly more resilient to alien weapons than the average human. When it does encounter enemies, the Mars usually has two methods of dealing with them. The more mundane option is the auto rifle, the other option is the rocket pod. Although the Mars can only carry 6 rockets in battle, each of these is tipped with a powerful city-air weapon, demolish almost all terrain. It's very effective breaking their armor. Additional weapon variants are also available. Final note, the Mars is heavy enough to be able to crush most walls. Yeah, okay. And sentry gun. Although I refrain from commenting on the pathetic attempt to defend our previous facility from the cleaners, I nonetheless thought it prudent to bolster our defensive options. Perhaps these efforts will help avoid a repeat of such failure. I thus present the sentry gun, a affordable, robust vehicle intended specifically for protecting our bases, being a far simpler design for the Mars, significantly faster and cheaper to manufacture while still retaining most of the compact performances. Much of the simplification derives from the use of wheels rather than tracks for propulsion, reduces cost and complexity, providing the weapon with an elevated firing position. Downside of the design, Sentry is prone to toppling over when traversing uneven terrain, is therefore unsuitable for general combat use, should be deployed only on flat surfaces, so specialized tool for our defense. Let's go to research and let's try this Elenium power. As for engineering, Mars is just a little bit outside of our price range right now. We're wanting a... Also, we want a lot of things. Both training and medical centers. Okay, I'm gonna break down. We'll get one of the Mars platforms. We'll go to our storerooms. We'll sell what we can. And we'll keep going. We've got UFO 7. Launch our interceptors. This is a scout, tail until overland. What happens if I auto resolve you? You do better than I do, actually. And we can get the second shot. So auto resolve's not a punishment. Yeah, we've built our laboratory. Oh, I probably should have gone ahead and hired scientists. We got room for a couple more scientists. I also did get a couple of more recruits. A few more recruits. 3. We've brought in those Xenonauts alloys. Engineers at Temple Base have completed accelerated rifle working on the Mars combat platform. We now have 10 scientists. We have room for 2 more. And Oh, these... Yeah, these... What's easy and what's not moves around. 175 for North American funding would be nice. Okay, so the Samar's combat platform's done. I don't think I want you to bother with anything else right now. I mean, the fact that we can't afford anything is not really a factor there, but... Or it's not really a factor in my decision, but is, you know, a factor in the fact that we won't, even if I wanted to. Millennium power. There are several methods one can use to draw out the vast reserves of power contained within Millennium, each varying greatly in efficiency and complexity. The easiest method of extracting energy is simply to place a pair of electrodes anywhere on the Millennium crystal, literally plug it into a circuit, as if it were a battery. The substance will then output a constant flow of electricity that is proportional to the size of the sample used. Unfortunately, the process will also cause it to radiate away significant amounts of excess energy as light and heat. This is merely wasteful and inefficient when using small quantities of millennium, but with larger amounts it begins to become dangerous. This approach is thus best suited for use in smaller devices, such as the weapons and equipment used by our soldiers. Although energy efficiency is less than 30%, the space efficiency and low overall weight makes up for this. By contrast, in situations where size and weight are less of a constraint, one can achieve greater safety and performance by constructing a reactor around the millennium. This captures the excess heat and converts it into electricity, doubles the effectiveness. Indeed, the extraordinary energy output of these reactors may allow a quantum leap in the performance of the aircraft. Shortly begin preparing a research proposal for new craft capable of putting them to use. Yet most efficient of all are nitrogen-cooled millennium generators, which add delicate arrays of photovoltaic cells to bring conversion rates of energy into electricity up above 80%. Though far too bulky for general use, one suspects they would make an excellent replacement for the diesel turbines in our existing generator rooms. Okay. New engineering. Millennium generators. Will double our power output. Oh, okay. The other thing was laser weaponry. Tactical mission. The cleaners have established a command post that they are using to expand their operation in the local area. Destroying it will disrupt their activities, allow us to capture valuable data. Oh, we can get operations points. That's something we need. Okay. Office buildings are being used by cleaners to gather and process intelligence. Hacking the computer systems will disrupt the cleaners' command and control networks. Recovering the data will grant additional op points. Cannot be won by eliminating enemies. The dropship will lift off automatically once your soldiers have returned to it. Hack at least 10 cleaner computers within the target building. Each hack awards the soldier a data stick, which is then carried back to the dropship for 10 op points. Return your soldier to dropship liftoff. Enemy reinforcements spawn continuously from turn 7. Only stuff in the dropship will be recovered. Okay, let's prepare a team for this. Okay, for today's mission, we've got Thomas here leading the charge, our most decorated soldier. I don't know if there's anyone that's as decorated as him, but he is definitely tied for the first place if there is. Both him and the other assaulter carrying, you know, an array of grenades. Especially, we're carrying a few demolition charges with us today. We've dropped the stun batons for some knives just because they're lighter. Benesova from Czechoslovakia here is going to be carrying the shield, pistol, and a single clip along with everyone's rebreathers because we're going to be using smoke, hopefully. Our riflemen are all using the new accelerated rifles. Sabantini here from Italy is a fresh recruit, no missions under his belt, and no medkit in his hand because he's just not strong enough to carry it along with everything else. Sokolova here is coming back with the sniper rifle, and we're going to be taking the Mars 1 with us today, simply because it can bash its way through walls. Wait, what? Oh. Smoke launcher. Ballistic auto rifle. Oh, wow. I did not realize that we could get secondary weapons. I'm wondering about... No. We're going to be using the... Well... This... See, I stop here for just a second and I look at this and I wonder about whether or not I should switch what I'm using. This cannon... So the problem is the Mars doesn't have a ton of accuracy. It has accuracy comparable to some of our lower end soldiers, maybe medium. I mean, it's medium accuracy. It's 50 out of 100, right? So I'm thinking maybe the cannon's not great, but here's the thing. The rocket launcher, I don't know how big of an explosion it is, and since we are trying to retrieve things, this risks blowing up what we are going to retrieve. So I'm going to make the argument that we should switch to the smoke launcher and the cannon, because this thing can still knock down walls just by driving into them. So yeah, I'll meet you there on the ground. Building is being used by the cleaners for processing intelligence. Get in, grab as much data from the computer as possible, then get back to the dropship. You won't have long until reinforcements arrive. Okay. We see 4 right out the gate. I'm wondering... Oh, wow. Shot immediately. They're just like sitting out here waiting for us. Maybe I should have began with okay, I see one here and one there. Maybe I should have began with smoking so you know, so that we would have less to deal with. Let's... It's another one. So this moves at the same speed as a human does. Good to know. Yeah. So your turn's all spent. Very nice shot. I mean, you can just move up here, right? You're going to join. Actually, why don't I just move you all the way up? And then there's another kill for us. Let us, we need 44 time units left over. Yeah. Something like that. You come here. Let's smoke this. And that'll be your turn, and your turn, along with your turn. You should heal yourself. And then what I want to do is come out here, double check that this park is clear. And yeah, this is all one complex. Although, it is only one story. Looks like everyone's done. I have you come through the wall like that. Okay. So is this a computer here? These are not. Yeah, there we go. Data captured. Wow, it's only 4 turns left until enemies arrive. In which case, we need to pick up the pace. I see. Okay. And then you can come this way. Actually, you should come... Well, hold on. You can actually path over here. That's a computer we can pick things off of. Oh, that was a poor choice on my part. Uh, I'm gonna have you come all the way back here. Good, miss. See, no computers there. Let me... I see 2 more, 3 more here. Well, okay, these ones don't count. This one does. I need 4 more computers. Okay, let's come through the door. That's fine. You should stop here. You're done, you're done, you're done. You... Yeah, not getting a likely shot through there, but... No dice. And if you throw it short, it'll be a mild annoyance at best. You knew where to get through the, knew where to shoot to get through the, smoke. Okay, so you Oh. Why can't you pass there? Wow, point blank. Yeah, I guess take your shot. Really? Just miss everything? Okay. That's 7, 8, 9. And then we can grab these ones and we should start rolling back. Actually, why did you stop? I can't just... Yeah, you're... done. Can I get a... There we are. You're not... I mean, you can flashbang over here. I guess you can hit the tree instead. That is indeed a valid option. Why is this room just completely walled off? Oh, there's the door. Okay. So... let's drop smoke right here. That'll be your turn. That'll be your turn. Why can't you just come through this door? If you take 20s, yeah. I'm gonna say you could take 2 if you miss, but hopefully you just wouldn't miss. Okay, I'm gonna have you step out here. I mean, you're not likely to hit either of these. What I want mostly is for you to chuck some smoke, protect our agent over here. And then that's your entire turn. Your job, see what is in this room. It's a bathroom. I got distracted by the bathroom. Well, it happens. You... Yeah, go ahead. Just come down here. Same with you. Same with you. And now they're gonna roll in the reinforcements. Heads up, the first cleaner's reinforcements have arrived. There's more coming. Grab what you can and get back to the chopper. Where are the reinforcements coming from? That's the question. If it's just that back street, we're fine. But I'm doubtful. Oh, it is just that back street. I want you to run through here. Actually, don't run all the way through. Well, I guess I already clicked, so now there's no change in it. You're gonna run back here. You have smoke to deploy, so you manage to keep yourself here. I can just chuck some smoke back behind us. And you didn't carry a med kit, so it was unlucky for you in particular that it get shot, although I'm sure someone here will help you out in just a moment. And then let's see, firing 29. I mean, sure, let's just cut straight through all of this. There we are. We left some intel in there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to recover everything. You were the MVP here. I'm gonna have you drop the smoke behind us. Let's get our people in. You're as far as you can get. And then just one more turn for... Who is this? Peter Zelenko to get on board with pretty much all the data. He was the one that went around and gathered it. The rest just sort of held everyone off. And there we are. Not too difficult. We did get shot a few times, a few injuries here and there, but shouldn't be so much of a problem. So here we are. Yeah, just 2 injuries. Lieutenant Farkas and Corporal Savantani. I mean, the lieutenant has to be fairly. I mean, I don't know what. Lieutenant's an actual commissioned officer, right? Sergeant Master is NCO, so we're breaking into the commissioned officer. It is not how the military ranks work. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things where if it's used more realistically, I pay more attention and I'll remember for the moment, but it's not realistic. So yeah, Corporal Samatani here, first mission out, gets injured for a couple of weeks, but did some good work, right? Or no, it was Zelenko, who was the one who grabbed everything. Still, Samatani, was there. The Mars 1 does not get any awards, but it's fine. We got plenty of cleaner data, which, yeah, there we go. That's some, oh, yeah, let's get this monthly funding because it's cheap right now. And I would like the funding, especially when it's coming in just a few days. It's perfect timing. And then we refocus on I mean, we don't have to worry about the security, right? But now that we've got that funding, then we can refocus back on the intelligence branches. In any case, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time, where we will continue playing Xenonauts 2. I think things are going well. Although, it's still a month before the invasion actually begins, so I don't know what's going to happen at that point. I guess we'll see together. I'll see you there.